There's a lot of surface area there because they've got mics shoved in front of their face. I mean, of course, I don't think Johnny Depp meant to say that he wants to kill the president. I mean, I think that Johnny Depp is a pretty sane guy.
In him, when you really watch him, there's a pretense. There's something created about him in a sense of bulliedom.
I like that idea. And then he said, how would you like to play Donald Trump? And I loved that idea. I didn't care if I knew if I was capable or not, you know. I wanted to try, so.
Well, I think that Kathy didn't mean that she wants to chop the president's head off. No, none of these people wake up one day with a 25 or 30-year career in show business and decide they want to decapitate somebody. That just isn't real.
Breaking news. Trump's ego just got a Depp-sized dent. The actor's spot-on impression has the ex-prez fuming faster than you can say covfefe. But here's the kicker. Trump's meltdown is way funnier than any impression. Who knew the key to unraveling the tough guy act was a bit of pirate-turned-president comedy? Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now back to the video. Alright folks, buckle up, because Johnny Depp just pulled off the ultimate Trump costume party trick on the Graham Norton show. And let me tell you, it was a comedy bomb that exploded all over the place. Picture this. Depp struts onto the stage looking like he raided Trump's closet and got into a fight with a bottle of spray tan.
He was difficult. Because how do you approach that, you know? How do you approach that?
Well, I think everybody gets a pass to a degree because, you know, when Kathy Griffin did what she did, and Colbert said what he said, these are people that are on TV, that are in the media all the time. So they're bound to make mistakes. They're bound to trip and fall and say the wrong thing. And that's just part of the politicians as well.
Adam McKay, who I admire greatly and who's one of the funniest humans alive, we had a meeting and we were sitting there talking, and he said, how would you like to do a feature film in 4 days? And I went,
I approached Donald Trump as, and it's not just about being a rich kid or anything like that. I approached Donald Trump as what you kind of see.
But hold on a sec, is this just another celeb trying to jump on the Trump mocking bandwagon? Nope, our boy Johnny's not messing around. He's studied the Donald like he's prepping for the weirdest role of his life. Turns out, Depp's been watching Trump's speeches like a hawk, trying to learn what he calls a new language. And boy, did he nail it. He's got Trump's rambling style down pat, leaving everyone wondering if he's speaking English or just making up words as he goes. It's like he's playing verbal Jenga with the English language, and we're all just waiting for it to topple over. But wait, there's more. Depp didn't stop at just the voice. He's got the whole Trump package wrapped up with a big, beautiful bow. Those tiny hand gestures? Check. The pouty lip? Double check. He's even mastered Trump's signature squint, which he describes as trying to read a tweet in bright sunlight. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure that's exactly what Trump looks like when he's composing his next social media masterpiece. And let's not forget about those hand gestures. Depp's got them down to a science, describing them as the moves of an angry orchestra conductor. It's like Trump's conducting the world's most chaotic symphony, and we're all just along for the ride. At first, the audience was a bit nervous, giving out some awkward giggles, but as Depp fully embraced his inner Trump, those giggles turned into full-on belly laughs. It's like watching a train wreck, but in the best possible way. You can't look away, and you're not sure if you should be laughing or crying. But here's the kicker. Depp's impression isn't just about mimicry. He's gone full method actor on us folks. He's been studying Trump's public appearances like he's cramming for the SATs. And it shows. He's not just doing an impression. He's channeling Trump's inner toddler, complete with a vocabulary that seems to consist mainly of tremendous and huge. Well folks, it looks like our favorite orange-tinted reality TV star turned president has gone and lost his marbles over a bit of celebrity mimicry.
There's a lot of surface area there because they've got mics shoved in front of their face. I mean, of course, I don't think Johnny Depp meant to say that he wants to kill the president. I mean, I think that Johnny Depp is a pretty sane guy.
In him, when you really watch him, there's a pretense. There's something created about him in a sense of bulliedom.
I like that idea. And then he said, how would you like to play Donald Trump? And I loved that idea. I didn't care if I knew if I was capable or not, you know. I wanted to try, so.
Well, I think that Kathy didn't mean that she wants to chop the president's head off. No, none of these people wake up one day with a 25 or 30-year career in show business and decide they want to decapitate somebody. That just isn't real.
You'd think the leader of the free world would have better things to do than tweet about Johnny Depp's impression, but nope, Trump's thumbs are working harder than his brain right now, and boy, is it a sight to behold. So, what's got the grumpy Trumpy all riled up this time? Turns out he's not too happy about Depp's spot-on impersonation. Instead of brushing it off like a normal person, Trump's gone full kindergartner on us. He's calling Depp everything from a low-talent has-been to a Disney reject. Ouch, Donnie. Looks like someone's feeling a little sensitive today. But here's where it gets really good. Trump, in all his infinite wisdom, has decided to challenge Depp to an impression off. Yeah, you heard that right. The President of the United States wants to have a who can do the best impression contest with a Hollywood actor. I don't know about you, but I'd pay good money to see Trump try to pull off Jack Sparrow. Can you imagine those tiny hands wielding a pirate sword? The internet, being the wonderful cesspool of creativity that it is, has been having a field day with Trump's tweets. They've been cranking out memes faster than Trump can say fake news, comparing Depp's impression to Trump's own attempts at, well, being a functioning adult. Spoiler alert, Depp's winning by a landslide. But let's get serious for a hot second. Experts are saying that Trump's reaction to Depp's impression is more than just a temper tantrum. It's a window into his fragile ego and his inability to handle criticism. For a guy who's always yapping about how tough he is, he sure seems to crack under the pressure of a little joke. This isn't the first time Trump's gone off the deep end over a celebrity impression. Historically, he's been about as good at taking a joke as he is at applying self-tanner evenly. Instead of laughing it off or ignoring it like a normal person, he always seems to resort to insults and challenges. It's like watching a toddler try to win an argument by yelling, "I know you are, but what am I?"
Yeah, so I I did my bit as Donald Trump. You don't want to be Donald Trump.
Because the way he speaks is very specific.
Yeah.
It's a game of politics where if you give them the ammunition, they're going to shoot you back. And, Kathy made a mistake and they chopped her up, and Johnny Depp's getting kicked around, and I've been in that situation before. They put you in the dunk tank and they have a lot of fun with you.
Donald Trump. I'm going to build a wall. No, Mexico. Okay, no, a fabulous wall. Sensational wall.
I told them to build me that wall. I want a sensational wall. I want a fabulous wall. I don't remember what the question was, but it doesn't matter because I'm not going to answer it anyway.
But here's the real kicker. Trump's Twitter tantrum is actually making Depp's impression even more popular. It's like he's never heard of the Streisand effect. The more he tries to shut it down, the more people want to see it. At this rate, Depp's impression might end up more famous than his actual movie roles. Well, folks, it looks like Johnny Depp's Trump impression did more than just give us a good laugh. It's actually making people smarter. Who knew? Studies show that folks who watch political satire are more likely to be in the know about current events. It's like they're getting their news with a side of giggles. But here's the kicker. These comedy consumers aren't just sitting on their couches chuckling. Nope, they're out there talking politics and staying up to date on the latest news. So next time someone tells you to stop watching those late night shows and read a newspaper, you can tell them you're basically doing both at once. Maybe we should start calling these comedians professors of punchlines or doctors of dad jokes. After all, they're teaching us more than we thought. So keep on laughing, folks. It might just make you the smartest person at your next dinner party.